Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Look, today we are skipping right past the basic rumors you've already heard 1,000 times. If you're tuning in, you probably already know the release date is set for November 19th, 2026, right? And you know we're heading back to Vice City. But we are going to dive so much deeper today into the highly secretive, absolutely game-changing mechanics of the most anticipated release in gaming history. We're looking directly at the patents, the source code leaks, and the verified developer data to see exactly how Rockstar is completely redefining the open world genre. So here's the big question I really want you to keep in the back of your mind as we go through this explainer. What if a video game world actually fought back, remembered your actions, and lived a life of its own? We are looking at a massive shift here, from static, predictable game design to a living, breathing digital simulation. You're not just playing a game anymore, you are disrupting an active, reacting ecosystem. All right, let's jump in. Section 1, welcome to Leonida. Okay, first up, we are looking at a massive leap in scale. Just to put this into perspective, if we contrast the familiar bounds of Los Santos and Blaine County from GTA 5 with the sprawling new scale of the state of Leonida, it is mind-blowing. We're talking about a map that's estimated to be 1.5 to 2 times larger than GTA 5, spanning at least 5 distinct counties. You aren't just getting the neon-soaked streets of Vice City. The map stretches way out into the dangerous swamps of the Grass Rivers, and honestly, the gators out there are probably as ruthless as the cartels, down to the Leonida Keys and up into vast mountainous wilderness areas like Mount Calaga National Park. And this scale isn't just about driving longer distances, it's about giving this entire new simulation room to actually breathe. Moving on to Section 2, the NPC AI revolution. So Take-Two Interactive didn't just tweak their old code here. They actually filed a massive patent, specifically US 11684855B2, for a system handling virtual navigation. Instead of NPCs following rigid, pre-programmed paths like robots, they now operate on this genius dual-layer approach. First, they collect real-time environmental data. Second, they process that data through a decision-making neural network. And finally, they execute their actions using hierarchical course graph navigation. Basically, in plain English, if there's heavy traffic, terrible weather, or an emergency going on, an NPC driving next to you will calculate a safer detour in real time, completely unscripted. Honestly, these NPCs might actually drive better than real-life Florida drivers. And the crucial takeaway here is that these digital citizens live their own lives. They maintain complex daily schedules. Like, if you visit a beach on a Saturday, it's packed with people in swimwear. But visit that exact same spot on a Monday morning and it's practically empty because those same NPCs are downtown in business clothes going to work. But here is the wild part. They have memory. If you repeatedly bully a specific NPC in a certain neighborhood, they might eventually show up with a baseball bat ready to fight back. And if you commit a crime, they won't just run away in a panic. They might actually pull out their phone, record your actions, and upload it to the in-game social media network, Life Invader. Your crimes can actually trend, which changes how the entire city reacts to you. It is insane. Which brings us to Section 3, 700 fully enterable buildings. I really want this number to sink in for a second. Over 700. According to reliable insider data, there are over 700 fully enterable shops, malls, pawn shops, laundromats, and locations mapped across Leonida. The whole era of a city being just a pretty painting that you can't touch, that is entirely dead. And guys, it doesn't stop at just little corner stores. Approximately 40% of all large structures, we're talking massive skyscrapers and hotels, are fully explorable. Just imagine the gameplay possibilities here. You can seamlessly duck into a towering skyscraper during a chaotic 6-star police chase, hop into a fully functional elevator, and literally take the chaos floor by floor. And when the bullets inevitably start flying, the game utilizes a next-generation procedural glass destruction system. Every single shattered window calculates real-time physics based on the exact angle, speed, and force of the impact. The architecture literally crumbles around you based on your specific actions. Now, you might be wondering, how on earth should developers manually design the inside of over 700 locations without delaying the game for another 10 years? Well, they didn't. Instead, they filed another absolute genius AI patent for procedural interior generation. The game's engine uses AI-driven asset placement to automatically categorize and furnish indoor spaces in real time. So if you break into a luxury penthouse, the AI ensures the decor is expensive and spotless. If you kick down the door of a rundown apartment, the AI dynamically places cheap, broken items. It provides this passive environmental storytelling at a staggering scale, instantly. All right, let's get into the hardcore gameplay changes. Section 4, no more magic pockets. The days of the magic weapon wheel, where you could somehow pull a rocket launcher and a minigun out of your beach shorts, are completely over. The new leaked inventory UI shows a strictly limited loadout. Just like we saw in Red Dead Redemption 2, Jason and Lucia can only carry 2 rifles and 2 pistols on their person. You are going to have to utilize visible duffel bags and loot bags for extra gear, and the rest of your heavy artillery, you have to physically store it in the trunk of your car. And hey, speaking of your car, the actual act of Grand Theft Auto itself has become sequentially complex. You can't just punch a window and hotwire a dash in 2 seconds anymore. First, you steal the vehicle. Second, you have to play a minigame to bypass the modern immobilizer. And third, this is the crazy part, every single car has a unique VIN, a vehicle identification number. If you don't alter or remove that VIN at a chop shop, the police can digitally track the stolen car. You literally have to strategize your vehicular theft now. And trust me, you will absolutely need that strategy because the police AI is terrifyingly intelligent now. Gone is that omniscient tracking where cops magically know your exact coordinates when you're hiding up on a mountain. Now they conduct realistic area searches based on where they last saw you. NPCs will call 911 to report you, but only based on their specific personality types. Some will run, some will film you, some will call the cops. Furthermore, responding officers might actually attempt a negotiation before opening fire, actively analyzing the threat level. To escape a chase now, you really have to think fast. You need to break their line of sight, switch out that traceable car, or physically change your outfits to shake your wanted level. Let's bring it all together. Section 5, the ultimate open world. Let's pull back and look at the big picture for a second, bringing all these insane mechanics together to reveal how the simulation reacts dynamically to its environment, all powered by Rockstar's new Rage 9 engine. This engine isn't just about pushing prettier pixels. It's about pure physical simulation. The dynamic weather in Leonidati physically alters the world. That volumetric cloud system, it isn't just for taking nice screenshots. If heavy rain rolls in from the coast, it fundamentally alters the physics on the road. The handling of your car changes dynamically based on the point of impact and speed, turning every single high-speed corner during a storm into a literal life or death threat. And remember those digital citizens we talked about earlier? While the procedural animation system ensures they react to this ecosystem in real time too. If a storm hits, you will see thousands of NPCs rushing indoors to seek shelter, pulling out umbrellas, or holding newspapers over their heads to stay dry. If the atmospheric temperature spikes and it gets intensely hot, pedestrians will move noticeably more sluggishly and purposely stick to the shade. The entire state of Leonida adapts to the weather right alongside you. It's a living ecosystem. I want to take a quick moment to look at this fantastic quote from Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick. He says, "The creative genius is human. We're leveraging artificial intelligence to enhance rather than replace human creativity." I feel like this just brilliantly summarizes their whole approach. They didn't use AI to write the story or design the art. They used machine learning specifically to handle all the heavy processing, the pathfinding, the glass shattering, the room furnishing, so that the actual developers were freed up to handcraft this massive creative vision. Which leaves us with this final thought. With millions of real-time calculations breathing life into every single street corner of Leonida, with over 700 Enterable buildings, a grounded, realistic inventory, and NPCs that literally remember your face, has gaming finally blurred the line with reality? Are you truly ready for a game that doesn't just let you play, but remembers, reacts, and fights back? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I absolutely cannot wait to see you all in Leonida.